I always tell people it's their vision, not yours. You're just trying to shepherd that vision. You just let them decide, because they have to go 360 degrees. You gotta let them do that. And you let them listen to other people's opinion. Let them go through that. Eventually, they'll get there. I was born in the Philippines, born and raised. The Philippines is a predominantly Catholic country. And our churches are not like the missions in California, smaller churches. We get the Baroque, Renaissance, Gothic churches, huge churches in different regions. So my mom is very religious. She'll take me going to churches. Obviously she prays, I sit down, I wander around. And you look at, if you, like in Europe, all these wonderful ceilings, we have it there. 15th century, 16th century. So I look up at the ceiling and go, oh, this is pretty cool. I guess that's what started it. And I remember as a young kid, that's where I always gravitate, those monumental structures and how they do these intricate ceilings. This is another thing that I learned from my dad. We own a publishing company, so during the summers, I'll go in the press room or newspaper building and work there. So my kids will come here during the summer. I send them to the basement or to this remote. That's their job. They do the grunt work. So yeah, they're in the basement. We have a full basement below. They pile drawings or they act as gophers for the guys upstairs. That's their job. Every summer. And it makes them grounded and feel like, you gotta earn it. And we don't force them. Not the same way my lawyer father never forced me to become a lawyer. My other brother's a lawyer, but wherever you're happy. Yeah. Oh, that's the other thing. My dad is I think he's a frustrated architect. First home I grew up in, he literally designed it with an architect, but he's the one designing it. Our summer residence, that he completely designed. Buildings back home that he built, we have medium-rise buildings, he literally designed it. He asked me for my ideas and then just does his own thing. So I think maybe that, I have a feeling that's what also helped me understand, because he likes doing that. When I was in New York applying for jobs, employers, when they see the school I come from, they go, oh, Santo Tomas, oh yeah. I think my predecessor established a really good professional foundation that when they say you come from that school, it's easy to find a job during those days. I took my postgraduate studies here at UC Berkeley. So I have a master's in environmental architecture and urban planning. Back in the Philippines, I started working for this big multinational company who did most of the Middle East. So we're doing light rail transit systems. We're doing urban planning. And then when I went to New York, I worked for SOM. SOM is one of those few multinational architectural firms, Skidmore, Owings, and Merrill. And then a friend of mine works for A.I.A, so I did some commission work with A.I.A. A.I.A is another international firm. So we did high rises. In fact, you do different type of architecture, done a lot of resort architecture, done a lot of hospitality. But this is where I think what we do best. We're always ahead of technology. In this word sustainability, that's a buzzword right now. Been doing that 20 years ago. We've been reclaiming wood 20 years ago. We've been doing renewable energy 20 years ago. That's what we need to look out for. I think that will change the way we look at technology. Imagine having a home with zero bills from PG&E. Who would want that? Or you don't pay your water because you're recycling water. So those are things that I think as time passes, people will live a different way. It's just everyone will be efficient. I'm looking forward to that. The one thing that, I guess, where do we stand out? Well, with IDG, I do all the design. I have a particular client, someone appreciating what you do. You have your face-to-face interface. I like the interface with owners, and I stay with them. And that's something that I really want to be part of it. I'm enjoying this. See, I do all of this. My design is really what most people come here for. Time flies. It's something I'll advise you because I think I've had more experience than that. I think enjoy it. You don't have to be there all the time, but enjoy the moments, enjoy the little things, little things. The other thing that's good with what we do is a lot of this, I would say 99%, if not 100% of my clients are friends. So after I'm done or I've done their home, they still invite you, you see them out somewhere, you see them in school day. They become lifelong friends, and that's fun. That's very rewarding because it's very rewarding.